Not just healthcare companies, companies from BlackRock and Cisco to Walt Disney and Walmart telling employees it's time to get vaxxed or else. In fact, we just learned today that CNN reportedly fired 3 employees for going into the office unvaccinated. And for those still holding out, options appear to be dwindling because if you work for an employer that requires a COVID vaccination and refuse or quit, you can, of course, just find a new job. But in the meantime, it appears you will not be able to collect unemployment.
When somebody is discharged from work, most states will look at whether they were discharged due to some type of severe misconduct, which is typically a rule violation, right? So if there was a rule in place from the employer that asked somebody to get vaccinated or required someone to get vaccinated and they chose not to, in that case, they would be violating the rule.
Now, states do also consider in unemployment claims if the worker had good cause for the misconduct. To generally consider good causes are religion or disability, as you mentioned, Tyler. But outside of that, unemployment lawyers that we spoke to say qualifying for unemployment is going to be tough. According to the latest CDC guidance, about 58% of eligible Americans have gotten vaccinated against COVID. So we'll see if this economic incentive encourages more people to get the shot, Tyler.
Yeah, I would think that there would have to be some, as you show right there, some causes for not getting it. People do have religious or other reasons for opposing this vaccine, apart from concerns about the vaccine itself, which we'll discuss with Mark Morial in just a minute. But there are outs here for people who choose not to be vaccinated, usually.
There are, but they do appear to be few and far between. And even in the issue with religion, we asked our expert about that, and she said, it has to be a pretty clear, not something very, in the weeds about your religion. And so it doesn't seem to be a lot of wiggle room. But we should say that states do have discretion with unemployment claims. So you can't say never, but, the options are quite few and far between.